Shalom and welcome to this week's edition of the Rabbi's Ramblings. Hope you had a great week. This week's parsha begins with the laws of what happens when a baby is born. The question is posed is why is this week's parsha following last week's parsha? At the conclusion of last week's parsha, we learned all the laws about animals, which ones are kosher, which ones are not. And then we begin with this week's parsha with the laws of the birth of a human being. What's the connection? So one answer given is that being that similar to the process of creation, animals were created first, followed by us human beings, so too when it comes to laws, we discuss the laws of the animals, followed by the laws of the human beings. But we'll take the question further, and that is, why indeed were animals created first? So one answer is that we needed to be born when everything was ready for us. So to speak, that when the guest of honor comes to a party, everything is all set up. And therefore, everything that needs to be put in place beforehand is there before they walk through the door. So to us human beings, we are greater than everything, and therefore everything needs to be ready for us when we come in. But we see, though, that there's the other school of thought, and that is that animals are greater than humans, and therefore they were created first. So which one is it? Well, the answer is both. And the choice is up to us. You see, animals never deviate from the plan that Hashem has for them. They do exactly as Hashem programmed them to do. Now, because they don't have much choice. They aren't given the opportunity to choose not to do what Hashem instilled in them. Us, on the other hand, we have the power to choose. And therefore we get reward and punishment. We get reward if we choose right, and we get punished if we make the wrong choice. So we have the opportunity to be greater than an animal and lower than an animal. If we use the power of free choice to choose to do good, then we're greater than an animal. Because an animal does good because this is the way it was programmed, so to speak, to do. We're doing good, on the other hand, because we chose to. But if heaven forbid we make a mistake and we choose to do the opposite of good, now we become lower than an animal. Because they constantly do the will of Hashem. And when we choose to go against the will of Hashem, we become lower than an animal. So in answer to the question, what is greater, an animal or human being? The answer is, it's up to you. Remember, you matter, so make a difference. Shabbat Shalom.